What's up, guys? Welcome back to Veteran Aquatics. My name is Dylan, and today I want to show you some of the really cool fish in my house. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in a minute. So you guys already know I have a fish room, and if you looked at my last video, you saw me starting to set up some of the tanks in the house as well. And behind me, you can see the air lines running. So I do have, there's a pump underneath that box. The box is there to kind of dampen the sound. It's a little loud, especially in the living room. But I wanted to show you some of the cool stuff I'm working on. My projects are out here, the things that I'm working on breeding. So I wanted to bring you through that so you could get an idea of the things that I'm working on and some of the stuff that you can expect in the future. Alright, if you missed the Lancaster County swap meet on Saturday, you missed a great time. There was a lot of great vendors there. There's a lot of really cool fish there. It was really nice to see everybody. The next swap meet is going to be May 6th in Horsham, Pennsylvania. That is going to be run by my group, Allied Aquatics. So that's me, Jen of Small World Aquatics, Pete Bruce of Mr. B's Aquatics, Jesse of Just One More, and Jason of Under the Waves, as well as Ted Laverty of Ultra Clear Aquatics. So May 6th, Horsham, Pennsylvania. I'm going to put a link to the Allied Aquatics band down below, so make sure you go ahead and join that band as well. That way you can see all the upcoming events and stuff like that we have going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the projects that I'm working on. So these first three tanks you guys saw when I was setting them up are all for Epistogramma agassizii double reds. So there's a nice male, a good example of them. I do have a couple pairs of these guys left, so if you want to order a pair, go ahead and join my band. I will leave a link to that in the video description as well, and we can go ahead and set that up. The weather's nice, so I've been shipping. I just sent out a box of green dragon plecos today, actually. So if you're interested in ordering any of the stuff I have available, checking out the stock list, make sure you go ahead and join. I love agassizii. The blue on their faces, the orange on their tails. They're just a great looking fish. But I use dirt to kind of lower the pH. My tap water comes out at about 7.2, so I wanted to lower it to about 6.6. Pisto's like slightly acidic water. So I'm hoping that the aqua soil will take care of that. So I've got three tanks set up. All of them are similar with slight differences, because I want to kind of see what they prefer, and I may end up taking one of these down eventually, but for now I have three pairs of these. Next, these are metallic boa caridina. If you don't know much about boa shrimp, they are very, very highly sought after, very expensive. They can be very expensive, but I have a very small group. There's a bunch of molts down there, which is great. It means they're molting. So hopefully we get these guys to breed. I did bring I brought 5 black tigers and 5 crystal red shrimp with me to Lancaster, and those went immediately. So caridina shrimp is going to be something that you'll see me start putting up more and more as time progresses. It's something that I'm getting into, it's something that I enjoy, and it's something really, really cool. Alright, now we're going to move down. And in here, these are my black tigers. So again, I did have a small group of these available at the Lancaster swap, but they're doing good. I actually expect to see some buried females very soon. They've been settling in for a while now, so hopefully I will have more of these. We move over here. These are black galaxies. Another caridina shrimp again, but you can see the difference. So they have the white on the top and the black in spots. There are also some extreme red wine in here that I actually need to separate out. These guys are a little small to breed yet, and I didn't have another tank set up. So there's 2 types in here. So those extreme red wines, let's see if I can get a good focus on it. But they're solid red with just a little bit of white on the tail, and again, a caridina shrimp. And we move over here and we see a ton of molts. Those are not dead shrimp, they are molts. These are my crystal reds. So crystal reds is kind of your beginner type of caridina, and the one that I started with. But you can see like there's a nice freshly molted one right there. It's bright red, bright white, and there are 3 or 4 buried females in here. So I should have a ton of these in the next 2 months or so. So keep a lookout for that. If you're looking to get into Caridina, crystal reds, crystal blacks, something like that is something really good to start with. They can tolerate a wide variety of parameters, and they look awesome. You're not going to be able to probably see, oh, there we go. These are blue topaz fry from the blue topaz guppies I had. So this is just a 5-gallon tank I set up just to raise the fry. The albinos for some reason have a really bad tendency to eat their fry, so the fry cannot be raised in the tank with the adults, if you want to keep them anyway. But there's a bunch of them in here, probably 30 or so. So either by this summer, I'm thinking by early summer, I'll have some of these available. And then down here, there's nothing in these 2 tanks yet. Space for more projects. But in here, we've got yellow goldenbacks. And I've had these for a little while. They were in the fish room. I wanted to see how they did, and they've done great. So there's about 10 of them. Well, you can see they are bright yellow. These are a Neocaridina species. But super bright yellow with that nice gold stripe down the back. Really awesome shrimp. You don't see a lot of yellow shrimp in the hobby, and especially not ones these bright. So this is another really fun project. I love shrimp, guys. I'm becoming a shrimper. I mean, there's just so many different kinds, so many different colors. It's so interesting to watch what they do and learn about them. Like, I've kept shrimp for a long time, but I never really paid that much attention to them. I was always a fish person. But as time goes on, I get more and more and more interested in these shrimp. Maybe we'll start doing some shrimp videos, some basic setup and care and stuff like that for Neos and Caridinas. Because I think that'd be a lot of fun. I do like shrimp. I'm learning a lot about shrimp. I've learned a lot about shrimp. And I'm lucky to have a master shrimper in my back pocket. Now moving on to the rack that was behind me when we started the video, we have Blue Star Endlers. I love Endlers, and Blue Stars are one of my favorites. They're that beautiful powder blue with the orange and black. They look absolutely amazing. This was something that somebody traded me for some fish at the Lancaster swap. So thank you again so much for bringing me these Endlers. I love Endlers. They're so pretty. I don't understand why they're not more popular. I guess they're guppies, they breed easily, but I don't know, guys. I think they're awesome. And let's see if I can find the male. There's the female. So these are Santa Maria Endlers. Don't know where the male is. Kind of hard to see 2 little fish in a tank, but there's, oh, there he is. But there's only a pair of Santa Maria Endlers. I had a bunch, I sold a bunch, I lost a couple, and this is all I've got left. So hopefully these guys do well. I really want more. The female's a little young yet. So we will see, but that's why they're out here, so I can pay attention to them. Over here, we have red chili endlers, another cool type of endler. Guys, look how bright these are. How cool is that in like a planted 10-gallon tank? Insane. I love endlers. I mean, I keep saying it, but I really think they're an underrated fish in the hobby. I know they're one of the original types of fish. I know there's a lot of other really cool types of guppies and live bearers out there, but endlers, in my opinion, are one of the best. And also snow whites. So if you've been on my band, you've seen these guys posted up. You don't want to miss out because I don't have a lot of them. These were bred by my friend Pete Bruce of Mr. B's Aquatics. So make sure you check him out. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel down in the video description below. Here are my super red Apistogramma cockatoides. They're coloring up nicely. This female ate her eggs. The one back there, I believe, is keeping her fry in the pot. She won't come out. I haven't lifted it. I didn't want to disturb her, but there's the male. Really, really beautiful fish. Over here we have ginger rubra guppies. These originally came out of Rachel O'Leary's fish room. There's a whole ton of Ludwigia in there, some Java moss, but these were in the fish room too. Again, guys, I brought out my projects out here, the things that I really wanted to work on, the things I wanted to pay more attention to and made sure I made more of. The fish room is fine for keeping lots of fish, but everything in there doesn't get the attention it deserves. Me having these out here makes it a whole lot easier to pay attention to them. And then over here we have full red albino guppies, along with a female that is absolutely refusing to drop her fry. But I've got 3 males in here and a bunch of females. And then down here, you guys already know what these are. These are Sankey swordtails. So a rare type of swordtail, if I can find a, there we go. But a really pretty, rarer type of swordtail. They're black, white, and orange. There is a female in there that is also refusing to drop her fry. But I did catch a couple of little babies. So we have baby Sankey swordtails. There's probably more in this tank. Swordtails do eat their babies, so we have got to be careful. We have got to pay attention. There's the female that I'm talking about. But these are a gorgeous type of swordtail, one I really enjoy, and one that, up until recently, I didn't even know existed. Normally it'd be like koi swordtails or something like that. Kohaku koi swordtails. But I found these. They're awesome, so hopefully by the clash, I will have some for sale. There you go. You can see them in the back. Can we get a little focus? Maybe, maybe not. There you go. So there's one of the males. Really pretty swordtails, guys. And then we can come into the dining room. This is a 40 breeder that I set up recently. And in here is a pair of fish that I have wanted for so long. They're usually very expensive, not to mention hard to find, and I'm impatient. I like adult pairs of things. I found a male and a female, both from separate sources, at the Lancaster meeting, or at the Lancaster swap. These are Ivanacara Ataketa. So they are a sort of type of Acara. See the female back there behind the rock, sort of. Also called the Zebra Acara. So these guys are usually really expensive, like $100 a pair. I paid $40. Which was a miracle. So the Zebra Acara, they're a beautiful dwarf-ish cichlid. I mean, that guy's probably 4.5 inches. And they are truly striking and beautiful. If the female will come out from behind the rock, you'd see what I meant. But they're still getting used to this tank. They had kind of a rough transition. I wasn't expecting to get them, so I didn't have a tank set up and ready. They had to spend a night in a bucket. They weren't happy about it, but they're doing okay. They're just getting used to the tank. I may put in some tetras as dithers. There's a solid chance they'll eat them, but that's okay. We only take risks we're willing to take. But I set this tank up. I'm actually pretty proud of it. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm not an aquascaper, but I think it looks pretty neat. But I'm super excited about these guys. I mean, they're a rare fish. You don't see them for sale often, and when you do, they are egregiously expensive. You're talking $100 for a pair of juveniles. So I'm beyond blessed. Oh, you can kinda see a little bit of the color there. He's eyeballing us. He doesn't seem to be a big fan of the camera. But the male's a really nice pink color with some electric blue and black on his face, and the female looks great. She just loves that rock. But again, they're getting used to it. Once these guys get more comfortable, once I can get them out and really get some good footage of them, we'll do a video just dedicated to the Ataketa, because I really do love them. They're a beautiful fish, and one that I think a lot of you would like as well. There's not too many really nice pairs of Central and South American cichlids that you can keep in a 40 breeder forever, but this is one of them. And we can also see the air loop that comes into here. And I cleared this space out. This is actually where this rack used to be. And we're going to build another rack there for more projects, because we need more tank space. Story of my life. Now, these tanks are Morgan's, and if you didn't see my last video, Morgan is my girlfriend. She lives with me. She's gotten into fish through me, and she's really fallen in love with cories and plecos. So in here we've got some orange Venezuelan cories, along with some random grow-out guppies. They were supposed to be a strain. Don't really look like it, as you can see. They're all very different. But maybe we'll work with it if it's something that we end up liking. There's also a ton of cherry shrimp in here. I just took some random ones that I had in tanks and kind of chucked them in here. And last time we looked, there was just baby shrimp all over the place. So, yep, she's working on these orange Venezuelans. Down here we've got Corydoris equus, or the Horseman's Koi. These are a really cool koi that you don't see a lot. Also pretty pricey. But she fell in love with these and she ordered these. And this is the tank she escaped. I think it looks amazing. And the random female blue topaz that's still sitting in there. And then down here, and I sincerely doubt we'll be able to see them, maybe a tail. But there are about 8 L397s. So I promise they're in there. They hide all the time. Almost never see them. I can see some without the light though. You guys aren't going to be able to see them. But they're in there, I promise. Oh, there's a tail. You can see it. Oh, we saw movement. There's one. Here's a little L397. But yeah, so these are Morgan's projects. And some really fun ones. Some ones I'm really excited about. That tank just looks so nice. So yeah, guys, those are most of the projects I'm working on. I do have a couple more top secret squirrel projects in the garage, no, not in the garage, in the fish room, that I am eventually going to pull out. We'll do videos on all that stuff later as well. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're growing the channel. We're doing the social media thing. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, band, all the things. Make sure to join my band. Make sure to join the Allied Aquatics band if you're local anywhere in Pennsylvania, because we'll be doing swaps all over the state. We founded the group in order to do swaps in places that were underserved. Maybe their clubs didn't make them. Maybe they didn't have a club. So for those of you that have been driving 2, 3, 4 hours or just don't have a swap nearby, hit me up. Let's see what we can do. The next one is in, again, May 6th, Horsham, Pennsylvania. So make sure you check that out. And make sure to go check out Mr. B's YouTube channel. He's the one that bred those snow whites. I've got a bunch of his fish in the fish room right now, and he's going to continue to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, kind of seeing some of the stuff I'm working on, some of the more behind the scenes stuff than I would normally show. But thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.